Essay 4. Essay 4. We finally have made it to the last essay of the semester. Essay 4 is another argumentative essay. This is a lot like the first essay that you wrote, but this time I want you to employ all of the things you've learned over the course of the semester. So I want you to read the assignment sheet. Read it very carefully. This essay requires an annotated bibliography. So that means you're going to have to do some research. Now, doing this research for my class means that you're going to have to use the Vincennes University Online Library, okay? And that is something that I will describe to you how to use in class. It is something that is indispensable as a college student. You need to understand whether you're at Vincennes University or at any other college. All college students need to understand how to access their university's online library. That is something you pay for as a student, and it's something that you should be able to use. I should have another video available soon. It should be posted right now, actually, that would tell you how to get into the VU Online Library. It's also, like I said, something I will also go over in class. Now, with this argument, you've been given two readings, okay? I've assigned 2 readings, and you are required to give me a summary for both of them, just like all the other required readings. But you have, in my class, you have free range. Look at any essay you would like to use in the book. Any essay, any article that's in there. Any reading that we've already done, or maybe it's a reading that we've not done ever this semester. What I want you to do is just look at what you can find in the book. Look at the topics, okay? What is it writing? What are they writing about? Just look for topics, okay? Is it an essay that's about climate change? Is it an essay about, the gender issues? Is it an essay about racial issues? Is it an essay about, violence in sports, or something like that? Look for topics, okay? You must use one essay from the book. You have to use one. That one essay from the book is going to determine kind of what you talk about, okay? So this is how I get around having to say, well, no one can write about legalization of marijuana or something that's not in the book. You can't write about that. But you're limited to the things that are the topics that are discussed in the textbook. So you look through there, maybe read quite a few of them. Remember to annotate these articles as you read them. So if you go through a few of them, you remember what you read. And then say, okay, I read an article about advertising, okay? Maybe it's an article that's critical of the way advertisers portray women, okay? I would like to write an essay that uses some parts of that. Maybe I want to write about advertising and how it portrays men and women improperly. Or maybe I want to write an essay, maybe my argument I want to make about how advertising has become too sexualized, just in general. Well, that's not exactly what they were talking about in that article, but I can use it because it's generally the same topic. Maybe I want to write about how advertising is everywhere, and it's become so invasive that we don't even realize how we're being bombarded by advertising. That's still fair game because it's about the general topic of advertising. And then in your essay, you'll have to bring up something from the reading in the book. So there will be a part of your essay that talks about the way women are portrayed in advertising, and you'll need to make that organically part of your essay. You're also going to have to use other sources that are at least 2, if not 3 sources from the Vincennes University Online Library. So be sure to read the annotated bibliography assignment sheet and the argumentative essay assignment sheet very thoroughly to know exactly what I've assigned this semester, okay? You guys might be the ones that I assigned 17 sources. Probably not. But you want to be really clear on what you're being asked to do. Now, remember, this is your argument. All these, the past two essays, you were dealing with responding to someone else's argument. Now it's your turn. You make the argument. What's important to you? And we have to remember all the things we learned. So we learned about Aristotle's 3 appeals. We learned about how to use evidence to back up what we're trying to say. We've learned about how to write a thesis statement. We've learned about everything we really need to know, we know at this point. If you've been paying attention, this should be some really basic essay writing, a really clear argument. So go into this saying, okay, now it's my turn. I get to make this argument. This is my opinion. I'm going to prove the thing that I think, it's right, and I'll tell you why it's right. I'm going to provide evidence. I'm going to give good logical reasons why my argument is true. I may tug at your heartstrings with the emotional appeal, and I'm probably going to bring up why I am a person who you should listen to, because we have shared values, okay? I may not do this in a 1, 2, 3 kind of a way. Maybe I'll use 3 paragraphs. Maybe I'll use 17 paragraphs. Who knows how many paragraphs I'm going to use. But the most important thing is that I make a very effective argument. I've already critiqued somebody else's argument. Remember, we've analyzed another person's argument in essay 3. So I've already made an analysis of why an argument would be good and ways to make an argument better. I already understand these things. So now I'm going to go forward and make this argument. So really think about this essay. This is the crowning essay of this semester. Okay? This is the essay that you will have more points allotted for this essay and the different parts of the essay altogether than any other essay you're going to write. Okay? No other essay did I ask you to do an annotated bibliography. You're going to have to do an annotated bibliography for this essay. Okay? So really think this through. Do the brainstorming. What is important to you? What are topics in the book? Really look over the topics that are discussed in the book. What are topics that are in the book? What is important to me? What argument would I like to make? You don't have to make an argument that's already in the book. You don't have to argue against something that's already in the book. You can if you want, but this is your argument. All right, get started.